What's going on, Neon Nation? Welcome back to the Neon Arcade for some more Cyberpunk 2077 news. Today we're talking about the PS5, next-gen consoles, and free upgrades, an investors call question and answer period where we learn more about the nature of the delay, as well as a small teaser of a Cyberpunk 2077 lorebook from a German magazine. Get 15% off high-quality metal art from Displate, featuring officially licensed designs. Check out the link in the pinned comment and the description. First up, check out this snippet of a couple new pages from the World of Cyberpunk lorebook to be released when it's ready. There's some super interesting details here, so let's go through them. In the top right hand corner, we have what seems to be an Arasaka trooper of some sort. It seems like he's a mix between this Arasaka security force with the helmet of some of the heavier units. We see the wings on the helmet as well as what looks like a modified SMG, which might be a version of the Kang Tao smart rifle, as well as a katana. On the left we have an advertisement for budget arms, some of the cheapest weapons in the Cyberpunk lore. The bottom features the tagline, "The Second Amendment is not only for the rich." The Second Amendment is a weapons vendor in Night City. At the bottom we have an ad for Moore with the slogan "Body Without Limits." Now what's intriguing is that this slogan is formerly of Zetatech in the Deep Dive, so either they've renamed Zetatech or they've switched this slogan to the tagline for Moore Technologies. They also look like they dabble in heavy cyberware modifications. Also, I'm going to put these two images side by side. Let me know if you guys think this is an Akira Easter egg or influence. Finally, we have these four characters. The woman on the left looks similar, at least aesthetically, to the nomad female seen in the Entropism stylistic picture. She's got a cyber arm, tattooed legs, and similar clothing. Next to her again strikes me as a nomad based on the hairstyle and their interesting vest. Next to him is some dude rocking some flashy arm augmentations and what may also be some mirror shades. Finally, we have what seems to be a member of the wealthy elite or a corpo. Moving right along here, we have great news from CDPR about Cyberpunk if you're planning to get a PS5. A while ago, CD Projekt Red revealed that they would be utilizing the smart delivery system on the Xbox Series X to give players a free next-gen upgraded version of Cyberpunk when it's available. For those wondering if a free upgrade would be available for the PS5, the answer is now yes. Clarifying further in a forum post, we have this statement. We're happy to confirm that Cyberpunk 2077 will be backwards compatible with both next-gen consoles. What does this mean? This means your PS4 copy of the game will work on PS5 on launch day. Similarly, anyone who buys the game on Xbox One will be able to play their copy on the Xbox Series X when the console launches. At a later date, we'll also release an upgrade to Cyberpunk 2077 which will take full advantage of the next-gen hardware. Both of these options apply to owners of physical and digital copies of the game and will be available free. Well, there you guys have it. If you're in the market for a next-gen console, your decision just got a little bit harder. Moving on, of course, we've recently found out Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed once again, this time an additional 2 months from September 17th to November 19th. To clarify what this all means, CDPR opened up a call to investors where they could ask questions about the game, its release, new timelines, and additional details. Now, many of these questions were repeated from the last delay Q&A, and CDPR higher-ups did respond similarly to the first one, so we're just going to go over some of the more enlightening answers. First off, when it comes to expansions and multiplayer, expect them to be delayed in proportion to this 2-month delay. Multiplayer was referred to as further away regardless and may be less affected, but expect expansions to be pushed to some degree. When clarifying on what exactly the finishing touches are and why it's been pushed, CDPR mentions that a hell of a lot of small things want to be tweaked and that they're aiming in high quality of not only the big standout features, but also the minutiae. In a question about previews, yes, journalists are playing currently and will be posting their thoughts after the embargo lifts on the 25th. At the moment, there's no real idea if these are articles, video content, or a mix of both, as only reading previews was mentioned. When it comes to competition in the November time slot, CDPR mentions that there are no truly big games that they're worried about, but they do think that media in general will be more competitive due to the holiday season. In regards to next-gen versions of the game, they're still planned for next year and they will look better on next-gen from day one. CD Projekt Red also mentions that they won't be holding live events for the foreseeable future just because of the travel restrictions right now. When asked what part journalists will be playing, CDPR responds that they will have access to the opening menu, the character creator, and will be allotted a time limit. Once past that, however, they will be free to do as they please. There's likely going to be some bugs, and these previews will be accessible by PC only. When it comes to bugs, a mention of characters passing through objects and the day and night cycle once exiting a building being off were some examples that they could give us. More specifically, if you are in a bar and it's raining at 4 AM and you walk outside, for a split second it will be day before night. When pressed about older consoles such as the base Xbox One being problematic, CDPR responds with optimization is part of the polishing and that they're trying to push the best visuals from certain machines. As always, thank you guys for watching. We are very close to the Night City Wire. Again, I'll be streaming it and reacting live, so pop on in.